Ayo, what is up everybody, ASUS Samurai 7 here, back with another Project Zomboid video for you all. In today's video, I've brought things back to normal, no challenge or anything, just plain old Project Zomboid. Let's see if we've gotten any better since the last attempt. I did go ahead and turn the helicopter event to sometimes however, just to keep the zombies roaming around. And for this playthrough, I went ahead and chose the good old town of Malta. And to go along with it, the character I chose was a truck driver before the world fell apart, which allows her to automatically have reduced fatigue when driving, along with the ability to repair heavy vehicles if we find any. The mod I'm using to get this is Simple Overhaul to Traits and Occupations by heafoxy if you're interested. I also have a video going over my favorite mods, so if you all are interested in that, I'll leave a card at the top of the screen for y'all to click now. I went ahead and chose Smoker and Slow Reader as my two other negative traits, leaving me with 9 more points to spend. And for that, I went with Sharpshooter, which gives me +2 to aiming and reloading, which if you've ever tried to aim using the vanilla game, you know how painful it is. For my one final point, I popped that sucker into Iron Gut, which allows me to eat raw eggs, along with the benefit of being less likely to contract food sickness. I felt like her being on the road all the time, this perk was perfect for her. And after only 3 randomizations on the character, we got one with a perfect name. Meet Cleo Trucko, our hero of the journey. And let's change that name to make it a little more fitting. She's a 42-year-old trucker who lives in a trailer park back at home. Since most of her days are spent on the road traveling the country, she doesn't need much when she comes back home. Plus, the job doesn't pay too well either. Well, I guess it didn't pay too well. Since society completely collapsed, I'm not too sure money's gonna be the issue anymore. I went around the trailer taking anything of value. These pens I'll use to mark up my map. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and check out the area. To the east of us looks like the military base, but for now, I need to find a 2-story house to call home instead. So I took a Tailoring Volume 1 book, along with a word search, and exited out the front door into the foggy abyss. I crept over to the next trailer, where our first zombies of the playthrough were waiting. When they were killed, I went to go pry open the window to the trailer when a zombie almost snuck up behind me in an attempt to end this run early. The next window I tried to open was unlocked, but the bathroom had one of the dead stored away. Still without a weapon though, I searched the trailer to try to find one before opening the door. The bedroom had ammunition inside of a gun case, not exactly what I was looking for, but that's okay, I'll always take the extra ammo. And even more ammo from the zombie hiding inside the bathroom, plus a 1911 pistol and a pair of military boots to keep us safe. Inside the bathroom, I collected an adhesive bandage along with the sheets the owner had stored away. The kitchen had a pan that I attached to my back. It may not be the best weapon, but at least we have one for now. And now that we do, let's find a place to stay for now. These trailers will get very dangerous very quickly, so I need to go to a 2-story house. And there just so happened to be one right across the street. I was always fond of my neighbor's house anyway, but with always being on the road, she was always fine with just what she had. But now that the world's over and everyone's dead, she can have anything and everything she wants, starting with this house. I grabbed a helmet off one of the dead to protect my noggin, along with painkillers and how many injuries along the way. There's a few more dead behind the house, so I need to kill them beforehand. The zombie with a green shirt had a purse on him with an M9 pistol inside, along with a magazine and ammo to go along with it. Now let's get back to clearing around the base. Nice, a leather jacket to protect my arms. The area seems clear, now time to head inside. Actually, first, let's see if this motorcycle has any fuel in it. No fuel, no keys, and it looks like it needs some repairing too. It was worth a shot. When I got to the inside, I could see blood all over the floors and walls. Not a good sign. There might be something in here with us. So I headed up the stairs, where there was even more blood leading into the kids' bedroom. It's hard to tell what happened to them, but they're gone now, and the rest of the house was empty. When I got back to the kitchen, I closed up all the curtains and placed a pot outside to start filling up with rainwater, so that I could use it for stew later. I dropped all my ammo on the kitchen table, then loaded up the M9. I'll be keeping this on me just in case. I placed the 2 curtains I found on the trailer, then realized we had missed the Life and Living episode. But, we're gonna need a TV if we want to watch those. So I headed across the street to try to find one. I could hear the TV audio from the outside, so I knew there was one in here. I grabbed Electronics Volume 2, along with the rest of the reading material, then was able to find a woodcrafting VHS, food, and an extra pot in the kitchen. Then I picked up the TV and headed back across the street. I checked on the pot from earlier, and it was now full. So I placed it in the oven, then added split peas, ground beef, beets, and a bouillon cube. Now while that's cooking, I want to take a second to read Tailoring Volume 1 while I tell you all about today's sponsor, the like and subscribe button. It's free and quick to do, but only if you've enjoyed the video. And if you haven't enjoyed it, well, tell me what you dislike in the comments so I can continue to improve my content. Constructive criticism is always nice. Anyway, the food's ready now, so let's get back to it. After I ate, I placed my books on the table and the pot outside before heading out for a loot run. I started by heading to the White House at the end of the dirt road, and while walking up to it, a few zombies on the other side were alerted to me being there. So stealth is no longer an option. I carefully rounded the house, where I was able to handle them a little easier. Whoa, cigarettes on the first day. Let's go. I went ahead and smoked one to decrease my anxiousness before searching the house. Nabbing Carpentry Volume 1, scissors that we can use for tailoring down the line, another pot of stew for eating, along with a bunch of canned food items. Before heading upstairs, grabbing curtains along my way. I grabbed a soap bar and a pillow for my bed while I was up here, then headed back outside to check the shed that was out back. The door ended up being locked, but I was able to fiddle open the window. Inside, it had a jerry can for gas, along with a jack for mechanics. Then I walked back to my house for the night. But a few followed me back. I frantically ran around, trying to drop off stuff from my inventory to free up as much space as possible. When I finally killed them, I picked up the sheets I had dropped to place them back inside. Now we just need to cover up the top floor. After placing food in the cupboard, I went ahead and took a drink from the sink to cure my thirst and filled bottles I collected from the last house, so we'd always have one on us now. When I went upstairs, I cut up the denim jeans on my bed for the strips, and then placed a pillow on it. Now when I sleep, I'll be a little more comfy. I put all my tailor equipment in my dresser and my reading material on the nightstand, before returning back downstairs to read Carpentry Volume 1 and to finish off the rest of the soup. Before I went to bed, however, I took a second to mark up my map so I wouldn't forget what's been searched. Before heading back upstairs to rest for the night. If you all enjoyed this video and would like to see more slower paced episodes like this, comment down below and I'll continue doing them this way. I want to go back to doing my 2 or 3 episodes per video instead of doing a full week. This will make it to where I can not only get more videos done quicker, but also in better quality. Anyway, thank you all for the support on the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Remember to tell your loved ones you love them, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.